are live. Welcome to Glamma's Closet, guys. Do. Good morning. Do. Happy Sunday. I'm Glamma. This is my closet. Welcome. Happy Sunday. And this is Brunch. And we are just chatting live this morning. So let me say good morning to all of my favorites. I apologize. My throat's a little sore. Anytime I get in a bar and I'm singing along with a song, I sing really loud with it, and it always affects my voice. Good morning, Brenda Reed, and tackle hugs, baby girl. Mwah. And Ashley Reed. Look, it's a whole Reed family, except they're spelled different, but you all get it. Y'all get it. Mwah. Good morning, Ashley, sweetheart. How are you this morning, beautiful girl? Patrick Murphy, what's up, my brother from another mother? Just flying by. You can hang out for a minute if you want. I mean, that's up to you. P. Murph. And Veronica, Glamma's in pajamas. Yes, I actually am in pajamas. I'm in pajamas and a T-shirt that says "My give a damn is busted," and it truly is. I think I busted it. I don't know. I probably sprained it. I don't think it's busted. I think it is sprained though. It's heavily affected. And you just finished cleaning out your own closet. Yay! I'm sorry, Ronnie. I never meant to hurt you. Good morning, Randy. Mwah. How are you this morning at the Magical Moon Valley Crafts? I hope everything is going well and you're having a wonderful Sunday morning. Yeah, I'm wired, sort of. I'm like backwards wired. Is that an admission that you were out singing in a bar last night? Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah. Right? Never happened. Wouldn't happen. I'm very demure. I'm very mindful. I'm neither of those things. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, sugar. How you doing, gorgeous? It is good to see you this morning. It's good to see everybody this morning, and thank you so much for being here. I got home from my middle son's birthday is on Tuesday, so we celebrated last night, and we started off simply enough. We went bowling, and then we ended up at bars. And we got in about 3, and then the puppies woke me up. We went to bed about 4, and then the puppies woke me up about 6:15. And so I've had about 2 hours of sleep, which is not to say that I am not ready to go live. It just means that it's going to get a little unhinged this morning. Good morning, Aisha. What's up, Aisha? Mwah. Hello. Good morning. It is great to see you. Thank you so much for being here this morning, guys. I appreciate you. I really, really do appreciate you. Look, I got a mani. I got just like all white because I thought, well, it shows up okay on camera and it makes my hands look tan. But check this out, guys. I'm not even hiding this. That's what my puppy did. She didn't do it on purpose. I was picking her up and she scrambled, with her back paws. And man, I got sliced. I got sliced good. But she's going to the vet. Yeah, yikes is right. She's going to the vet on Tuesday evening, and she'll have her puppy nails clipped for the first time, and all of her shots brought up to date, so I can actually take her then to the groomers, because she is a white dog. She's got a couple of little tan spots, but in general, she's a white dog, and it's kind of shocking that she is as clean as she is because she really loves the little mud puddles in the backyard. She thinks they're fun. So yeah, it's been an uphill battle. I've got puppy shampoo that's like baby shampoo, where it's like no tears puppy shampoo, but I tried just to use it on her paws and maybe a little bit on her tail because I don't want to dry out her skin before she goes to an actual groomer and actually gets like physically groomed. So I don't know. She's a handful. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Yes, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. That's a thumbs up, not a middle finger, I think. Yeah, that's a thumbs up. Thank you. If it were a middle finger, it'd be like me going, if you ever see me do like a little bit of that, I'm usually I'm usually responding to somebody doing something. So yeah, that's our little secret code. It's me, you, and 10 million people on. No, nobody. I don't have 10 million people. I don't have 10,000 people. Yeah, she's a handful like her mama. She really is. She's just, she's growing, and she's like twice the size that she was when we got her a month ago, and she is really just growing up very, very fast. But she's learning. She learned not to do number 2 in the house. And she tries not to do number 1 in the house, but sometimes there's a thunderstorm outside. We have a doggy door that's always open, but sometimes there's a thunderstorm outside, and I wouldn't poop outside or pee outside in the thunderstorm. I can't possibly expect her to do it. So sometimes I do have to run around with a paper towel, but she's learning. She's getting it. She's getting good. So yeah. I had her and my and my granddaughter the other day, and between the two of them, the granddaughter decided to run away from her halfway cleaned butt and a poopy diaper, and the puppy took advantage of the absence of me and the grandbaby, who was in the kitchen spreading her poop, to get a hold of the diaper. And you can imagine the mayhem that followed. I mean, it was on the couch, it was on the rug, it was all over the dog. It was such a hot mess. It took me so long to clean everything up. And it was at those moments you either laugh or you cry. And I just laughed so hard. I've never laughed so hard. And there's just poop everywhere. And, and then afterwards, the two of them sat in a little chair and watched a movie while I was, scrubbing and lysoling and doing all that stuff. I knew someone who had their little dog trained to use a litter box. That would be nice. But we prefer that she does that outside, just because I don't want to smell it in the house. It's like, I don't know. Shit hit the floor. Yeah, it really did. It hit the floor and the fan and the couch and the everything. So yeah, I was like scrubbing everything. I've scrubbed. First, I scrubbed the baby, and I got her into a clean diaper and clean pants. And then I sat her down in the recliner to watch the movie. And then I scrubbed up the puppy all around her mouth, and then brushed her little puppy teeth because, and then once we got her freshened up and cleaned and got her paws all clean, then I sat her down on the recliner with the baby. And surprisingly, they both sat there and watched TV and snuggled while I cleaned up the couch and the kitchen floor and the living room floor. Yeah. It was a lot, guys. That's a lot. I mean, the older they get, the more they poop. So what a wonderful way for me to start off your brunch this morning. Good morning. Here's a poop story. That was that's a little, sorry. That was a little indelicate. I do have a few things to talk about today, and we are going to get to this whole Poshmark thing in a second because that is a thing. But today is Sunday, May the 4th. So if you know someone who is into Star Wars, May the 4th be with you today. So the Star Wars kids are celebrating today. I'm sure they're probably rewatching some of the episodes, or maybe all of them. I don't know. But if you are into Star Wars in that way, happy May the 4th to you. I know it's your holiday. And then, of course, tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. Well, I just shared this on some Facebook groups. I apologize for the picture it used of you for it, though. Oh, honey, I do not. Yeah, I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. Was it the angry cow picture, or was it like one where I have like 20 chins, or like, I don't care. I'm not that picky about my image anymore. I just, either someone thinks I'm cute or they don't. And either way, that's not my problem unless your name is Mr. Glamma. Unless you are Glampa, I don't care. Hold on, let me piss off the real nerds real quick on May the 4th. Were you doing live long and prosper? Is that how do you do that? That's it, right? That's it. Is that it? That's the live long and prosper. That's the Star Trek. Yeah, it's Star Trek Day. No, they're going to make you mad. It's got you looking up to something on the wall behind you. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't care as long as it's, as long as it's not something that, people shouldn't be looking at, I guess. I mean, I don't really, and even then, if you want to look, go right ahead, but it's your funeral, not mine. You're the one that's going to lose your breakfast, not me. So that's on you. That's on you. Yeah, so tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, and I have nothing planned for that. I don't even have, I think I have taco shells in the kitchen, but I don't have any taco meat. So maybe I'll make like chicken tacos, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I have any hamburger meat. Maybe I need to check the other freezer in the bar too. Does anybody else do anything for Cinco de Mayo? Or I was going to go out for Mexican food, but the last time that Glamma and I went to a Mexican restaurant was like a week and a half ago, and I ended up with, it was a bad trip, man. It was so bad. I ended up hitting pretty much every bathroom in Dupo, Illinois, and ours several times after I got home. So yeah, you're hungry. You didn't eat yet. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about poop. I swear to God. Eventually, we're gonna move on from number 2. Yeah, we go to our favorite Mexican restaurant. Haven't been since last year. Oh man, and I do love Mexican food. I really do. There is a place that we go to that has the best chicken nachos. Here's what they do: they take the nacho chips individually, put beans on them, and then put like grilled chicken on them, and then put the cheese on top. And you get like 12 of these, and nobody can ever finish all 12 because they're so loaded with stuff, with like meat and beans and proteins and stuff. Really, really great. So maybe we'll try that. Maybe I'll get Taco Bell to celebrate. Oh my God. That sounds awesome. You really want to go there? Fine, I will get my blue porta potty. Oh no, Jennifer. There's nothing wrong with that. There are reasonable, best margaritas. Food's always consistently good and spectacular service. Nice. The service is somewhat lacking in some of the ones that we go to, but sometimes too there's a language barrier that they haven't, they're not super fluent. So sometimes the English is their second language. So sometimes the you have to be a little repetitive or direct, to really make sure that they understand. But that's neither here nor there. I want their good food. They've got the best food, so I'm willing to do what it takes. Now, having white girl lunch at Panera with a friend tomorrow, but now I low-key want Mexican, maybe today. Yeah, celebrate early. Lin, good morning, sugar. How are you? Mwah, it's good to see you, Mommy Lin. You're still in the hospital? Oh, my God. Oh, Lin, I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. It has been a week. You were talking about this last week. Yeah. It's a viral chest infection. It's not the Ronas, is it? It's May Day, Bank Holiday Monday. Wow. Congratulations and happy May Day, Bank Holiday Monday, Great Britain, to all of my British friends. Happy May Day, Bank Holiday. Luckily, I speak just enough Spanish to be able to order a meal, even though everybody speaks English. Yeah, I can pronounce like the stuff on the menu. So if I want something on the side, like if I want avocado on the side, then I'll say avocado, and if they look confused, which most of them don't, but occasionally I do get the confusion. And if I say avocado, then I'll just point to the avocado and I'll just say on the side, and they'll go, yeah. And I get it. It's fine. It's Monday already there. No, it's 4 4:14 p.m. in Great Britain right now. But this weekend is like a Monday holiday, so it'd be like our Labor Day weekend, I think. I wish they gave you the day off after Cinco de Mayo, though. I could really use a recovery day for, for Cinco de Mayo. Sometimes that'll send you running. Good morning, Raquel. Hello, you beautiful princess. Mwah. Good morning. You don't eat avocado? Oh, I love them. I really do love them. But I'm kind of a culture vulture too. I like almost all foods, with very, very few exceptions. Just a few little things. I don't like bologna. I can't stand it. I won't eat it. I can't smell it. And pumpkin pie, pumpkin anything really. I just nope. I'll eat pumpkin seeds. Those are good. I like pepitas. But yeah, I just, anything else, I'm pretty much like, I'm a Brussels sprout and liver, and all of that stuff. I'll eat all that stuff. It's green mush. I like it. It's fatty green mush. I like that part. And you can put it on toast with like garlic. It's pretty good. But yeah, to each his own, to each their own, because everybody has like a different, don't you love the fact that we're all so different and so, we're all so different and so there's such a wide variety of people. I just love that we're not all homogenous and exactly the same. How boring would life be if we were all the same? That'd be so boring. Randy said she can make a meal of just avocado with garlic, salt, and lime on chips. That sounds good to me. That sounds like a meal. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, Cinco de Mayo. How do you celebrate? Do you celebrate? I do want to wish happy birthday to my middle son. Happy birthday, Jojo. I love you so much. I'm so glad you were born. You are hilarious and smart and witty and have a really good heart, and you're a great dad. So please just know from the bottom of our hearts that we love you, and happy birthday. If you haven't signed up for the members auction on May the 15th, I do have spots open on the members auction on May the 15th. So please sign up if you'd like. We said we have plenty of spots open. So I only have 2 signups at this time and kind of looking for more. Also, 2 hip chicks, if you're watching from Costa Rica, which you probably are not, but if you are, hello, hola ladies. I hope you're having a wonderful time in Costa Rica. I've been watching your little videos and following along, and I saw the pizza, which looked delicious. And I'm so happy for you, and I hope you really enjoy your vacation. Oh, excuse me. Also, if we have anybody with the LGBTQ plus community who would like to sell on the Pride auction on June the 5th, please let me know. I do still have spots available for that as well. So I invite you to, again, if you're a member of the LGBTQ plus communities, please just let us know. And I will make sure that there's a spot for you. If we were all the same, then I couldn't stand out. See? Yeah, because bologna is almost a hot dog. I don't eat raw hot dogs. I'll eat them cooked, but I will not eat bologna cooked. People are like, try frying bologna. And I'm like, I tried frying a shit sandwich, and I'm not going to eat that either. So sorry. I'm not trying it. I keep sharing and telling everyone you're looking for more sellers on the auctions. Thank you, Jennifer. We just had, as far as the Pride auction goes, we actually had a couple of people who would normally sell with us, and they really like selling on the Pride auction, but they are otherwise occupied on that date this year. So, well, Jennifer, sometimes too, we get those last minute signups. That happens a lot. So it's no big deal. No biggie. And if we need a shorter auction, I'm okay with that too. I can sell stuff. We are sending you all the good juju, Lin. Oh my gosh. Are we not so jealous of the chicks in their Costa Rican paradise? Keep sharing and telling what you are a doll, Jennifer. Hey, Netspresso. What's up, Nettie? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. There she is. Hey, other Jennifer. Good morning. Bonjour. Bonjour, mademoiselle. I don't know if I said that right. Probably not. I probably slaughtered it. I would, but the timing doesn't work for me. Yeah, Veronica needs a little bit later at night. She's got when you have a child, you really have to work around their schedules. You really do. Chris Tyler, good morning, sugar. We saw Chris, Veronica and I saw Chris over on George's live this morning. We were both up early with the chickens. Oh, thank you so much. Merci. Merci, bear poop. I'm joking. I'm totally joking. Merci beaucoup. Merci. Merci. Merde. Yeah, Linlin, we really, oh, honey, sending you all the good vibes, all the good vibes. Oh, Glamma, get this. I was up at 6:30 and apparently my kid just woke up at his dad's. Why doesn't he do that at your house? Did his dad keep him up until 4 a.m? Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Okay, merci. That's the short version, right? That's like thanks. Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer, that's what I'm thinking. He probably let that kid stay up till 6 a.m. And of course, you're going to be the one that suffers for this because that's how it works. Yeah. Yeah, not Baraku, but Boku. 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 Merci beaucoup. Beaucoup. Okay. I'm going to stop doing that and insulting all of France and most of Quebec. So Quebec, I don't know. Yeah, he's the fun dad. You know what fun dad is? Bo is Bo. That much I knew, Randy, because of Bo and Luke Duke. Yeah, because of the Dukes of Hazzards. Yeah, that is one word for it, Jennifer. There's another word for it, but yeah, when I met my husband, he was actually the fun dad, and we had to knock that. Bo Bridges, that's right. We had to knock that. I was like, look, you cannot hype your children up on caffeine and sugar and leave them up all night on the weekends. It does not work that way. So, and this is one of the many reasons why his ex and I get along like a house on fire. We love each other so much. She is a fantastic person, and she likes me because I kept her. I had her kids on a schedule, and they took a bath and went to bed on time and all that stuff. So that worked out pretty well. Bad grandpa. Well, he was young and dumb, and now he's older and wiser. Perla, good morning, precious. How are you, baby girl? Mwah. I need a Glamma type to date him and raise him. Lord knows I tried, right? It takes a village to raise an idiot. Yes. Wait, is that the saying? I'm sure it is. I'm sure that's how it goes. Perla should sell on your next auction. She'd be a great fit. She would be a great fit. Perla, I have a members auction that you can sell on May the 15th if you're available that evening. I have openings still. You're more than welcome to come sell with us. Glam's boot camp whipped him into shape. I had to. Jody, good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Jody. Mwah. How are you, sugar? It's good to see you. There's Ciro. Oh my gosh, I just caught you. Hey, Ciro, good morning. Good morning. Big hugs. Huge hugs. Yes. It's great to see all of you guys. Sounds interesting and tempting. I will think about it. Thank you. Yeah, just shoot me an email if you want to be on. No big deal if you're not. No big deal if you are. Either way, you are welcome. Okay, so now that we have had a little bit of time to say hello to each other, let's talk. Let's talk about Poshmark, the delist and relist. And okay, here's what I wanted to start with. Here's what I've heard so far. This is what I've heard from Poshmark. This was the email that I got from Poshmark. To our Poshmark community, last week we announced a new excessive listing removal policy. They've heard the feedback ahead of May the 1st policy launch. Well, too late for that, but they wanted to provide clear guidance. So they said what you can do is refresh listings that haven't sold for 60 plus days. You're welcome to refresh older listings to keep your closet vibrant and up to date. The policy is about how often you revisit your listings, not how you do it. I don't know what they mean by that, but you are allowed to improve your refreshed listings, add new photos, update titles and descriptions, or use Smart List AI to enhance your listings. Use in-app features to reach shoppers like price drop and offer to likers to boost visibility. You are allowed to remove listings when no longer available. Now that's a sticking point, and we'll come back to that. If your item sells elsewhere or is out of stock, you can delete it from Poshmark. Continue to use the copy listing feature. So you can continue to use the copy listing feature to create similar listings anytime or to refresh existing listings after 60 days. And then they say what we're discouraging: excessive deletion and relisting of the same items. So removal and relisting in fewer than 60 days. Or behavior that circumvents fair discovery. And that's a little bit of they're not very clear about that. Any action intended to gain unfair search or marketing advantages. They want to keep Poshmark, they claim to want to keep Poshmark fresh, fair, and full of authentic discovery. Now, I don't know if you smell the BS coming off of that, but yeah. So here's what Posher VA says. And let me go ahead and share my screen. Hello, Kristen. It's good to see you, honey. Did I see Johnny up there somewhere? Is Johnny here? Johnny, hello. Hello. Good morning, my love. Hello, Johnny. Okay, so we're talking about Poshmark's new relisting strategy. Okay, so that was what Poshmark sent, which was about as clear as mud. So let me share my screen. And okay, and then this is what Posher BA has to say about it. Posher BA sent an email that said, hello, Poshmark recently released more detailed guidance on their new excessive listing removal policy, which takes place on May the 1st. They said, we've reviewed the update and want to clarify what this means for your use of Posher VA. So here's a short brief. What's allowed? Refreshing listings older than 60 days is encouraged. You're welcome to update and relist items that haven't sold after 60 days. I've been doing 65 just to be on the safe side. Improved listings is recommended. Update photos, revise descriptions or times, and use Smart List AI to enhance performance. What else? Use in-app visibility tools like price drops or offers to likers. Continue using copy listing for creating similar or refresh listings after 60 days. After 60 days. Remove items that are sold or unavailable. What's not allowed? Deleting and relisting items more frequently than every 60 days. This is now discouraged and considered excessive. Any behavior that attempts to manipulate visibility unfairly, such as repetitive listing in short time frames. How Posher VA is adjusting. Okay, they include the relist feature. If you don't have Posher VA, just follow the 60-day rule to stay compliant. Posher VA will adapt. Poshmark uses AI and fuzzy matching to detect if similar items have been relisted. We already have the ideas on how to bypass this verification and working out a solution. Go Posher VA. I love that. Okay, now here's the cool part that they included. Why do we think Poshmark is making this change? While Poshmark hasn't shared the full reasoning behind this update, we believe there are a couple of likely motivations. Encouraging more sellers to use paid features like Promoted Closet to boost visibility, since relisting has been a popular way to increase sales organically, and to reduce platform costs, especially related to storing large volumes of repeated listings and images. Of course, this is just our perspective. Poshmark hasn't confirmed these points, but regardless of the reason, we're focused on helping you adapt and continue to grow your sales effectively. So they'll be sending updates as they go along. Okay, so that is the insight from. Okay, there we go. That's the insight from Posher VA and from Poshmark. Hey, Susie, where'd you go? Where's Susie? Susie, good morning, my little dragonfly. So that's what they are saying. Yeah, Poshmark is always fixing things that don't need fixing. I hope eBay doesn't follow suit. Ugh, you never know with eBay. You never know. They'll probably do something else that's goofy. Miss Idaho, you're living in your own private Idaho. Every time I see your name, it makes me happy. It makes me think of the B-52s. Hey, Doug K. How you doing, Dougie? Dougie Fresh in the house. What's up, Doug? Hi, good morning. Happy Sunday. Okay, so that's what Poshmark, and if you missed this, guys, you can always double back at about the 28-minute mark in this video and check it out. So that's what Poshmark said. That's what Posher VA said. Now, I've also watched quite a few videos, as much as I could, and I did it on 1.5 times because I can only stand so much. But I did watch a few different videos from a few different resellers. And it seems that when you, there was one reseller was talking about how she delisted like 10 items on Poshmark that had sold through Vendu on other platforms, and how she got suspended for a few days. They're spending people for like 3 days, 6 days. You know, the longest I heard was like 10 days. And then of course, you know, if you repeat it, it's going to be, yeah. So that is, from what I understand, from what I can gather, and this is just me, I do not represent Poshmark. I don't represent their policies. I don't know 100,000% sure, but it looks like what they're trying to do is push everybody towards things like the, you know, the Poshmark sharing tool and things like that. So personally, what I'm going to be doing is when I do my relist, and I do those through Posher VA, when I do my relist, I'll be doing 65 days, and I'm reducing the number of relists that I do to 2 to 3 times a week, down to from like 35 down to like 18, just to kind of make it feel a little more organic. And then also looking at some of my previous listings and occasionally doing like changes to those so that it does look more organic too, if Poshmark has a bot that's keeping track of stuff like that. It's the only thing I know to do. And I think too that some people, especially with the Vendu thing, I think some people delisting, like just taking listings down in general, are getting suspended for that if they seem to be doing it in excess, and I don't know what they consider excess. They didn't clarify that very much. So a lot of the people that I have heard from, I should say, or a lot of the videos that I've seen have mentioned that a good workaround for that, if you list through Vendu, or if you list through like another listing platform, you know, on multiple platforms, if you need to delete something on Poshmark, it is better, from what I understand, it's a better idea to mark that not available for sale. I don't know though if you can do that when you delete it through Vendu. Doesn't it automatically delete that? So it's, again, it's very, very, parts of it are very confusing, but I guess the one thing that I did want to share with you is make sure that if you are relisting through a service, whether you're doing it through a service or whether you're doing it in person, you want to make sure that your listing is a minimum of 60 days or older. And I think to be on the safe side, I'm doing 65. I don't know what you want, but I'm doing like 65 days or older. And also, I would probably minimize the numbers until they get this figured out, because I have a feeling that their system is being glitchy with like the platform sharing systems. And I think I think Posher VA is dead on right. I think that I do think that they have, I think it has to do with, Poshmark, with their promoted closet and making more money that way. Yeah. So you could mark it not for sale on Posh, not delist it in Venue, but mark it as not listed in Vendu. Okay, so that's a good workaround. Thank you, Veronica, for sharing that. Thank you. Nikki Buys is one of the videos that I watched. Yes, she said that people are getting suspended for marking not for sale as of yesterday. You're joking. Oh. I hope that's not true. I really hope that's not true, Jen. My Lord have mercy. Remember when you could just put something online and sell it and it would sell and you didn't have to worry about the nickel and dime BS? Pepperidge remembers. Yeah. Yeah. It's just, ridiculous. Guys, don't forget about the Classic Crap Pride auction. If you have not signed up and you're a member of the LGBTQ plus community, please, please, please contact me. I don't care if you're ace. I don't care if you're bi. I don't care if you're, but you do really need to be a member of the community, because that specific Pride auction is about sharing my platform with members of that community, to give them at least a retail advantage, hopefully a selling advantage. So it's one of the things that we can do. And that is why we don't put all of our eggs in one basket. Yeah. Well, all my eggs are in the same basket. They haven't suspended my basket yet, but who knows? Who knows? Apparently, folks were just unlisting and relisting the same items to qualify for some contest. Oh, yeah. I remember somebody saying something about that. There was a contest. I did just stop sharing in my cross posting that I use. Yeah. You did see some videos on that. Yeah, I've been watching the videos. Watch hers from this morning. I was actually watching part of hers from this morning, but I wasn't able to finish hers. I pulled up Poshmark new policy and bam, I mean, just all over the place. I think, I don't know, that Rockstar Flipper guy has something on there. But yeah. Colorado Reworn and Death Pile Diva, I think, posted on IG that several people have had 30-day suspensions. No way. My eggs are rolling around the floor. I love it. 30-day suspensions. My God. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Better to ask forgiveness than permission, unless, of course, then you're, stuck with a closet full of clothes that can't be sold for 30 days. And now you have to, yeah. Poshmark realizes they don't make money off of those people, right? No, they do not. They don't realize it. If they did realize it, they'd quit being stupid, because they want to push I think that their thing is that they want to push the Poshmark, they want to push the Poshmark, why am I a promoted closet? They want to push the promoted closet so hard, that they're willing to sacrifice, sellers, and they're willing to turn people off to the platform. And the thing is that they don't get the money if the sellers don't sell. If they don't sell on their platform, they're not going to get the money. And there's more than one platform to sell on. There's the RealReal, there's ThreadUp, there's, eBay, there's Etsy, there's, Vinted, there are so many platforms that you can sell on. So they need to kind of step back a little bit. And, corporate greed has shut down more than one type of company. Look at BuzzFeed. They got greedy with their people and it shut it down. It's like that. Didn't Depop also go through a cleanse of sellers too, booting sellers too? I did not know about that. Ooh, Kristen, she got the tea, honey. I didn't know Depop did that. I don't sell on Depop. I'm not cool enough to sell on Depop. I know my lane. I'm in a granny lane. Just create another account and import listings once it gets taken down on another. That's what I do on eBay. Works for me. With Poshmark, you have to include like your address and all that stuff. I'm not entirely sure they can do that without, I don't know. Aw, thank you, Perla. I appreciate it. I'm not cool enough either, right? I don't even know if I was cool enough when I was younger. I don't think I was. I wasn't that cool. I wasn't homecoming queen or anything like that. Probably voted most likely to, make a joke about something, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't know, if I were cool, it would be very ironically. It'd be like Bob Saget cool. It'd be so ironic. I heard some say Posh said you can relist a sold item. That does make sense. So if I have an item that's sold, then I could relist it. Like if I had like another one of those, something that's sold. Is that what you're saying? If I look confused, it's because I spend most of my life confused. I saw your 80s pics. You were so cool. I was so not. But thank you. That's very sweet. Daisy. Good morning, Dee. How are you, baby girl? It's good to see you. Thank you, Raquel. Please hit those thumbs up, guys, if you haven't. I appreciate it. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, half of what they do, half of this crap that they do doesn't make sense. Every time that one of these platforms makes a change, the thing is that this too, and I'm getting real, here's my salty treat, y'all. I'm getting real sick and tired of being lied to and BS'd and corporate spoken to and talked down to by these companies that act like, they're like, well, put the twist on it that we're doing it for your own good, or put the twist on it. Just fucking be honest. Can one of you just be honest, please, for the love of God, can you just be honest? I apologize for cursing, but can you just tell the freaking truth for once, just once? Hey, we're doing this because we need to increase our revenue through this. Okay, now I get it. Now you tell me without prevarication, without BS, without double speak, without coating it with corporate sugar, tell me the God's honest truth. What the hell do you want me to do? What do you want? What is the new rule? And be specific, for God, it makes me crazy. It makes me crazy enough to smoke and use the F-bomb. I'm going to have to change this to 18 and over. Glamma for president. Oh God, no. Nobody wants that job. I do not want to work 24/7. I don't even want to work 2 hours a day. But no, I'd be that honest president that everybody would hate. I would. My problem is the filter is not here. There's no filter. Yeah, there's a filter on my cigarette. That's enough. No, I wouldn't get anything done. I'd be just spending like so much time outraged and bitching and just, yeah, it would bureaucracy would drive me crazy. I was not made for red tape or fine print. Mm-mm. That's the thing too. I mean, I say that my very very best friends in the world know. I'm like, tell me what it don't beat around the bush. Don't him haw. Him haw. Maybe is that a Midwestern thing that we say him haw? It's make for good TV though. It would. That would be funny. That would be funny. About day 3, I'd be like, I'm in the bathroom. I'd be presidenting from the toilet. I'm in the bathroom. I'm on TikTok. What do you want? News stations coming in. That'd be funny. No, I don't know. God, I just get so, yeah, it's a good old Midwestern term, him hawing. I mean, I just get so aggravated with the BS. I hate it when people sugarcoat stuff, and when they don't say what they mean, just say what you mean. Say what you mean. It would clear up a lot of really hateful conversations and a lot of really unnecessary anger in this old world. I think if people would just say what the hell they mean, just say what you mean, and let the chips fall where they may. But at least you're not lying to my face. And Poshmark, for God's sake, can you just clarify and give us an actual halfway decent reason other than BS? Yeah, say it with a smile. Do say it with a smile because we're polite. But quit BS at me. Quit peeing on my leg and tell me it's raining. Come on. Come on. How hard is it to tell the truth? Not so hard. I don't think. Anyway, that's my rant for today, and I'm going to quit ranting now because child, I could do this. I could do this for hours. Trust me. I did I had like 8 sales this week. So let's take a look at what is walking out of the door right now. And then I will wrap things up with where I'm going to be this week and what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so let's see. Let's present screen, share screen, Poshmark, share. Okay. So the Eileen Fisher was from April the 24th. This one's from April the 30th. So that is where we start. I sold a Pendleton new with tags, orange stripe long sleeve shirt. I got this one at the Goodwill and it was $6, but it was half off. So I got it for $3 and it sold for 15. I made 12. So I think I came out $9 up on that. And then Flagware USA. Now this one I actually took a loss on. I spent $25 2 years ago and bought that from Dawn and Mary. I was absolutely 100,000% sure that a size 2X American flag jacket, all cotton, was going to absolutely sell, and it did not. And finally, I just took it from $50 all the way down to 15 and sold it. And I took it down to, I think I took it down to 25, and somebody offered me 15, and I was like, screw it, let's just take it. So I earned 12 on that. So I'm in negative numbers on that one, but it sat in my closet for far too long. I just assumed that someone would love it on 4th of July, and I was kind of shocked that it didn't sell. Lafayette 148 New York linen coastal pants, size 14. These I purchased on Poshmark, and I bought them for 30 plus shipping, so I'd spent about 38. My earnings were $33.60, so I'm only about $5 down, but I bought them for myself, and then I got them and did not realize that they were lined linen, and I don't like lined linen pants. The lining always irons out. So that one I kind of took a loss on too, but I didn't take a big loss, and it was something that I ordered for myself that I wasn't planning on reselling, so that was good. The Lululemon relaxed fit boat neck long sleeve shirt. I sold it for 20 because they had it at the Salvation Army for like $3.99. They did not know it was Lululemon, even though it had the little horseshoe thingy on the back. So I picked it up. I snatched it up. I guess they just thought it was something without a. Oh, am I bleeding? No, that's ink. Okay. I guess they thought it was something without a name, but it definitely, I knew the name. So that sold for 20. I made $16 on that one. So I came out about 13 ahead. It wasn't a really profitable week for me, but it was, I sold some things. So at least I sold some things, which is good. Usually mid-month, like right after the week after the first week of the month is usually the most lucrative for me. Adidas Aero Ready Gray running shorts sold for $13. I paid $3 for those. My earning was $7.73, so I made about $4.73 on those. The Tommy Hilfiger Hope Flare jeans. Again, that was a purchase so long ago, and those sold for $8. I made $5.05. I broke almost exactly even on those. It was probably down a couple of bucks on those. They've been in my closet for 2 years. A new with tag cabby blue. I thought this was so cute. I mean, so freaking cute in person. And I didn't pay much for it. I paid like $5, I think. Sold for 21. I made 14.48, so I came out about $9. So nothing this week was really like, was that sale. It was all like stuff that had been sitting in my closet. This one was the Torrid new with tags white eyelet sleeveless top, sold for 15. The earnings were 9.68, but this was actually my sister's, so that money goes to her. So again, not like I said, it wasn't a super lucrative week for me, but I sold. And the thing is that, I've got the action going, and usually action creates action creates action. It's like energy creating energy. Yeah, I am too. I'm accepting lowball offers because summer slowdown is coming. Giving double the love this morning. Good morning, Gina. Hello, gorgeous. Hello. Never forget Gina. There she is. I would have sold on Etsy. Honestly, I wouldn't wear that right now. How did that make it to half off? Which one? Well, any of them really. Sometimes they don't. I catch them slipping from time to time, and they just do not know sometimes what they have. So like I always double check the sweatshirt aisle because I have caught more than one. I'm sending you monies for the item. All is well. For what item, Daisy? I think we're good. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, ma'am. That is not necessary at all. No, ma'am. And thank you for accepting it with my apologies. That's another story, guys. Well, that's a private thing, but had to do with me finding out something was damaged. Becky, good morning, Becky. How are you? Mwah. How's the vintage business? Daisy, I must insist that no, absolutely not. But I do appreciate what a kind and wonderful person you are for asking about that. Thank you. So yeah, I had kind of a, like I said, it's as far as profit goes this week, I'm not up at all. I'm probably even when it comes to all of it. I'm either even or even down a little bit. But there were plenty of sales. And the thing is that the more that you list, the more you do sell. So I did some new listings this week. I got that shoebox from ThreadUp that turned out to be wonderful. I had those. If you haven't seen the video, you're more than welcome to go watch it. There is a ThreadUp unboxing shoebox that I just did like last week. Good morning, Swampy. Hello, it's good to see you. So I just did the shoebox, and I got a pair of Tory Burch navy blue leather pumps, and they're like block heel pumps, closed-toed, very cute. And they're like a size 8 or 8.5. So they're like right a good medium size. And then I got a pair of Rothy's slip-ons that were 8s. And like slip-on espadrille Rothy's that were so cute and in really good condition. And I got the weirdest, y'all, I can't even describe this thing. I can't describe them. It's you have to see them. They're boots that come up to your thighs, and like when I say thigh, I mean like thigh high. And then they have fringe. They're black boots. They have fringe all down the front. They're size 6, but they're azalea wang. And they come over into a belt, so they're really chaps boots, which I thought were weird until I saw that they, knew they sell for like $200, $250. Who knew? So I'm gonna sell them. Yeah. Glenn, I love that my nickname for you has taken off. Yes. He's swampy. We love our Glenn. He is fantastic. So yeah, I got those weird. They're a little. I mean, I'm trying to like. Oh man, I want to use the words like S&M or kinky or whatever. Yeah, Sarah. And I did get some bread and butter. I got a pair of Madewell shoes that I was iffy about, and a pair of J. Crew shoes that I was iffy about. They were both summer shoes, but the soles were just in really bad condition on one, and then the insoles were really, really grimy and just built in. If you get the leather stained like that, it's really hard to get it out. And so those I donated. I ended up donating like 6 pairs of shoes. But you just heard S&M and Kiki. See, you came running, didn't you? Yeah, I use sexy in my titles often. I need to do that because they are sexy boots, and they're it's not just that. It'd be great for stage if you do stage work. If you do any type of, they'd be great for a festival. They would be great for, I don't know, for a biker. I mean, there are a million possibilities. They'd be great for a costume. So, that's that. Yeah, that's what. Hey, Jackson Roy Kirk. Mwah, good morning, sugar. I mean, not that often, but still, I get you. Cosplay. Yes, that's another one, Patrick. That's a great idea. Yeah, it's stuff like that that there's an audience out there. There is somebody out there for these boots. They wouldn't cost so much if there weren't, because they're not even real leather. So, so if you want to check out that video, you're more than welcome to. I invite you to come and see it. They would probably come up to my armpits. They were tall. And they were a little shoe is size 6, but I still think they're going to sell because they're so unusual, and weird always sells first for me. Always. So yeah, I have a death pile from Hades. I have about five or six more pairs of shoes that I need to list and photograph. And so I'm in good shape as far as like listing and photographing. I don't need to go sourcing probably until the end of summer. I will go sourcing because it's the fun part of reselling, but I don't need to. Vera needs them, Patrick. Patrick would have to fold his foot in half. I think they're a tiny size 6. I'm gonna watch the shoe videos when we're done here. Yeah, just put it on 1.5. You'll get the gist. But it was a great thread-up shoebox, and I haven't had a really good thread-up shoebox in a very long time. The last 2 that I ordered were very underwhelming. Yep. Vera's feet may be too big though, Brenda. Yeah. I think he'd have to like fold his foot under. He'd end up like, one of those he'd end up with hammer toes or something. Definitely bunions. Definitely a bunion maker. I don't need to source for 2 years. Just saying, I still did the other day. Yeah, right? Right? Becky, I get that, man. I get that so deeply. I get that. Thank you, Jennifer, for dropping that link. I appreciate you. That was sweet. Yeah, I have enough of a wardrobe that I could actually sell my own wardrobe and list daily for the next year and probably still have, because I just have so much. I fall in and out of love with stuff really, really quickly when it comes to clothing. So yeah, my new favorite is I bought like 7 pairs of linen pants. The Lafayette 148s are one of them. And my new favorite is a pair of extra long Talbots pants. Talbots. That's my life now. I'm a Talbots lady. So they were like a light blue and white pinstripe, and they're extra long and they're wide legged, and I look so much taller in these. I look taller in those, and I love looking taller. So yeah, that was those were great. And then I do like a French tuck with like a just a white blousey Old Navy shirt. I love it. Love it. So that's my new favorite until it's not, and then it'll be something else because, like I said, with clothing, I'm, and with the way that I shop, I mean, 90% of what I buy is secondhand for myself. So I usually can turn over the wardrobe pretty fairly quickly. Better than Campbell Town. Oh my God, that's funny. Well, it is just about that time, kids, and hopefully we have lived, laughed, and loved together today. That's a joke. Yeah, I told my husband last night. I said, okay, at my funeral, if you're surviving me, just make sure and get one of those live, laugh, love signs, and then just cross out live and just make everybody laugh. Tell them I did that. I thought it was going to be funny. I need to list on eBay more. I'm having fun selling on YouTube and whatnot, though. I'm doing okay. Oh, I like that. Oh my God. Mark and Michael, I love you. I love you. I miss you guys. I know I haven't been around as much, and I apologize, but I do miss you, and I do love you so much. And you are still my favorite Missourians and still the most attractive thing Missouri has ever produced. Besides, eggplants and things. Remember, she's still looking for. Yes, I am still looking for members for the members auction on May the 15th. I do have a members auction, so Mark and Michael, if you guys want to sell in that auction, I would love, love, love to have you on that auction. And that's I got you. I got you. I'd love to have you guys on there, and really any member of the channel. I would love to have you on that auction. That's what we do it for. So that would be wonderful. Here comes Grandpa. He's like, oh, I think your time's up. I'm listing items that have not sold on YouTube. Yeah. That's usually what I do too. Like if I do a YouTube sale, I'll do like some listings, from those sales. So yeah, I usually try to give my YouTube channel, first dibs on things before I have to list it, because then I don't have to take photos of it and measure it. So, that's so much easier. So yeah, grabbing a bite before taking a nap. Yeah, we all need our two OGs nap. And then go check out the Two Old Guys Vintage and Resell. They have an auction and they have the most beautiful stuff. And sometimes just the most crazy good vintage, like clothing and stuff too. Clothing, jewelry, you name it. They have vintage glass, they have vintage everything. But I just every once in a while, not every once in a while, pretty much every time I go in their thing, I end up buying something because they really have excellent taste. Like they pull the best stuff from these estate sales and auctions and like all the stuff that they go to. They pull the best stuff. Yes, gentlemen. Must be Mike because he is old. We're all old, Brenda. I'm old. I got my jewelry lot from them yesterday and found treasures. Yes, absolutely. I've gotten, this, see this? This is Whiting and Davis. You can tell because the chainmail doesn't hurt when you go backwards on it. It's Whiting and Davis. It's the highest quality, like chainmail sort of thing, right? Like the chain purses. And I bought this, and I've gotten 3 or 4 different Whiting and Davis bags from them because they sell the best stuff. They know what the best stuff is and they sell it. So anyway, sorry about the commercial, but they really do have just great stuff. They have great stuff, and I'm in love with everything that they sell, including the both of them. So if you get a chance to catch them later, don't forget to catch them later. I am going to go now and possibly pass out, probably eat, definitely smoke. So while I'm doing that, I want all of you to have such a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Please enjoy just a hopefully gorgeous weather. I am going to go, I guess, play in the rain again because it seems to rain every 5 seconds here. But yay, Becky's on too. Okay, that's an extra reason right there. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Becky's got the vintage too. She knows her stuff. So yeah, find a reason to smile today. Thank you. Thank you, Desert Rose, Beads and Bubbles. Mwah. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And no matter where you go, and no matter what you're watching, please don't forget, please don't ever forget, Glamma loves you. See that? That's love for you. Later. Bye.